Hey, it's been a while. You might be wondering where I've been. Most people aren't, but as any high school student will tell you, school takes a lot of time. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about soldering your key switches into your keyboard. So one thing you might not know that you do need, is something to clean the tip of your solder iron with. Personally, I use a sponge with a little bit of water on it. To stop fires. Um, there are other things you can use. I'm pretty sure some people use steel wool. Also, if you couldn't tell, I am no professional when it comes to this. My only real experience is soldering my keyboard, so I guarantee you there are probably much better guides out there that are a lot more intricate and effective. Mine is really as simple as it gets, and I'm sure if I say anything severely incorrect, someone will be nice enough to say something in the comments. Something else I would recommend getting is a solder smoker sucky filter thingy. I forgot what they're called, but you can find them on Amazon for pretty cheap. I'll link the one I have in the description. They fight cancer, which is pretty cool. The only issue with them, if I turn it on real quick, as you might be able to hear, they sound a little bit like a jet engine. Now, I will say, even though they are kind of annoying, watch what happens to the smoke when I solder here. When soldering a mechanical key switch, you need to know where to put the switch, which I'm just assuming you already know if you're watching this video. Also, a side note, I didn't have any other keyboard I could use for this demonstration, so this is just a one-up keyboard macro pad I bought in an attempt to learn to solder, which I definitely broke while trying to learn how to solder. Also, a reminder, please use a plate if you're using a switch with only 3 pins instead of 5. Anyway, when your pins are in, you can see them from the opposite side of the keyboard where you're going to be soldering from. Grab the soldering iron with your non-dominant hand, in my case my left hand, and use your dominant hand to control the solder. Put the tip of the iron in position and connect the solder to the iron, melting the solder and causing it to fill the gap, which will later allow the circuit to be completed. And you, my good friend, have just soldered one pin of your key switch. Now to do it again and again until you have a full keyboard soldered. In case you were confused, here's a better look what I was doing. I put the solder on the iron, let it melt a little bit and fill up the hole, and it dries up real good. As you can see, soldering your keyboard isn't that hard or scary. And while you may prefer hot swap for some obvious reasons, you shouldn't count out soldering as an option for your keyboard. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in another month when I decide to upload again.